Did it. Well, sort of. Now I realize the light's not on. But hey, we almost did it. All right, perfect. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. And a very happy Monday, one and all. We are back. Arena decided that it really needed to update, so hold on. I think we're good. Wait for it. Here we go. Yeah, we did it. Okay, good. Perfect. Oh, see? It's still downloading, but I can be here to talk to all of you regardless. It is just me tonight, but I did not leave Amy in California. It's just that, you know, we got in really late and / early this morning. So I am like almost all the way there. Almost. But Amy is, you know, not feeling super hot. And so to rest herself and relax, she is doing just that, resting and relaxing tonight. I will do my best to stay with you all as long as I can. But I also have work in the morning and for the rest of the week and had work today. But I'm here. We can play some Magic. We can see how it goes. Apparently there are new decks. Graveyard Gifts, Vampiric Hunger, Arcane Aerialists, Cat Attack, Path of Power, Morbid Machinations, Might of the Legion, Learn from the Land, Wondrous Wizardry, and Reckless Raid. They only show me these last 5, apparently. But here we are. We did it. The Arena Weekly announcements, no big deal. But we're back. What are these special limited events? Kaladesh, okay. But we're still here for Aetherdrift Limited. So, for those of you that may be new, whether you're watching live or on the VOD, what's going on, everybody? This is Joe. And for Amy, as I mentioned, where she is tonight, we are Geek for All. And we are here, as we are almost every Monday, to play some Magic the Gathering Arena here on Magic Monday. Specifically tonight, we will be playing some Aetherdrift Draft. I will check in with all of your awesome messages. Shar here saying, hey-oh, I'm early, LOL. C. Holland saying, hey, early, I'm Char, or hi, early, I'm Charlie. Shar saying LOL appropriately, because that is very funny. Love it. But of course, Marcus saying boo, hiss, and throwing tomatoes, which C. Holland responds with an LOL and a crying laughing face. Char asks how those gentlemen are doing. Marcus says, chillin', you. And then last week was weird. Thank you, Marcus. That's very kind. I appreciate that. C. Holland says, packs up tent from Joe and Amy's front lawn where he's been waiting all week for them to get back. And then says, okay, thanks, you. And C. Holland, if you were on our front lawn, two things. One, I'm so sorry because it's been cold. But two, that's a very sloped lawn. So I guess also I'm sorry again. Char said, good, just got some new games and I'm happy they're back, meaning us, which is thank you. So kind. C. Helen says, cool. Char says, what's up? Marcus says, we're so back. Let's go. Char says, Joe. C. Helen says, hope you both had a week off. And Char says, you're grounded. Yeah. We had an amazing time. I will allow that to be the extent of what I talk about until Amy is here with me, which will almost certainly, but I can't make any promises, be on Friday for our return to Super Mario World over on Video Games for All, by the way, link in the description down below, and that'll be Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern over there, as tonight started at 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. We'll see. I'll do this draft and then I'll see how I feel. Maybe we'll do just an hour tonight. Hopefully we can see Erica since it was her birthday this past Saturday. Obviously, if she is maybe still recovering from the celebrations or celebrating, I obviously completely understand that. But I know that I believe I promised her some games, and so because as is tradition. And so if that is something that she wishes to do, I would love to do that. So we'll see when she gets here. Hey, look at that. It's like I mentioned her and she appeared. What is up, Erica? First, Char says, being sick sucks, but I missed you guys. Yes, we're glad that you're here as well. And it's great to see you all. It's great to be back at whatever percent I'm at, to be honest with you. But like I said, I'll do this draft and then Erica saying, hi, my loves, with a sparkly heart. Erica, it is great to see you. Happy belated birthday to you. I hope it was great. And if you would like to let us know how it was, of course, we would love to hear. And in fact, any of you, how you are all doing since the last week, like 2 weeks or a week and a half since we've seen you. We would love to hear how things are going. Ooh. I did a lot of yelling towards the end of the trip in a fun for fun reasons, but it means that my throat is not super happy with all the talking I'm going to be doing tonight. Now we know this card's good because so many people have used it against us. I will also pretend that there is not ridiculous loudness going on outside. I'll pretend. It's not going to work, but I'm going to pretend. Okay, so Perilous Snare starts our engines, and then when it enters, we can exile one of their things until this leaves the battlefield, one of their non-land permanents, and then if we have max speed, we can tap this to put a counter on a creature or a vehicle we control, activate only as a sorcery, but that's great, because then it can have benefits later in the game after having removed something annoying, which is quite nice. So I'm going to take it, even though Pride of the Road is here, but that's fine. It was nice, played some Jackbox games with Discord friends, and treated myself to Culver's for dinner, which included a chocolate banana cheesecake malt. Jesus, that sounds incredible. Was it as good as it sounds? Because like I said, it sounds great. Beginning your end step, untap all non-land permanents you control. Waxen Shape Thief is a 4-mana 0/0 with flash. You can have it enter as a copy of an artifact or a creature you control. Okay, that could be any artifact or any creature. So already it could enter as a copy of this, which is pretty great because it's not legendary. Unswerving Sloth. Whenever it attacks while saddled, indestructible, and untap all our creatures. That's not bad. Flood the Engine is good too. Maybe I just take this thing. It does specify a creature that we control. It does have cycling as well, I guess, but yeah, I'll try that. Sure. Okay, there was a Dune Drifter. Not a bad card. We've seen that. I think we had it 2 weeks ago. I think we used it. Make a Thopter when it enters. Foul Road, Sunbillow Verge. There's nothing like amazing that jumps out at me in this pack, so I guess I'll take the Dune Drifter. Can't promise that we're in blue. Can't promise that we're in black, but it's probably the best card here for us. So it was very, very good, as was the Patty Melt and Cheese Curds Drooling Face. Hell yes. Sounds amazing. That's really cool. Oh my god. This card is insanely good. Creatures you control get +0/+1 and have Vigilance, which in and of itself, okay, fine. But at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to one target mount or vehicle you control, and until end of turn, that permanent becomes saddled if it's a mount, and becomes an artifact creature if it's a vehicle. One every turn for free. Shar says, Erica, hi, and Erica says, hi, Shar. That's right. You guys are great. I really appreciate that that everybody is, like, you know, chatting with one another and stuff, especially if we're taking a little bit longer sometimes to get started. I needed to make sure that I had, like, my water set up and, you know, stuff like that. So I appreciate the patience. I mean, I might as well. Bleachbone Verge. We already have the Dune Drifter, so if this needs to be a splash, it can be. So that's great. I'll take that. Plus, I mean, Cloudspire Coordinator is a good card, so maybe I should be taking this. I don't know, man. Because we're, like, solidly in white, but we don't know what our second color is. But also, we're not fast enough for this right now. Whatever, I'll take the land. I am not certain that that Cloudspire card was a message, but we'll see. I don't hate Nesting Bot. Not bad at all. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, untap it and put a counter on it. It's pretty good too, but it's another 4-drop, and we already have 2 of those. So I'm gonna take the Nesting Bot as a 1-drop. This format is kind of fast. So speaking of which, sure, why not? There's Bounce Off. There's the Howler's Heavy. Again, another 4-drop. Risky Shortcut isn't bad. Racer's Scoreboard, but I think I'll try the Glider. It does talk about being saddled, so we will get benefits from that armory. Voyager Quick Welder makes our artifacts cheaper. Tune-up or Pit Automaton cares about exhaust abilities. So I guess I'll try the Quick Welder, sure. Pride of the Road came back from our opening pack. 4-mana 2/5 Vigilance, start your engines, and at max speed at the beginning of combat, on our turn, one of our creatures or vehicles gains double strike until end of turn. Hell yes. I am internally reading all of your lovely messages, and I will externally read them in just a moment once I am done with all of this. I could take the Raceway, but I could just take the Interface Ace, because basically if I'm getting other vehicles and or mounts, and I don't have this card, then I want ways to be able to crew them and mount them and whatever. Starting Column is obviously fixing, but I could just take the... It's 5 mana for a 4/4 Flying Crew 2 vehicle. Sure, why not? Spot Cycle Scouter is a yes, absolutely. I mean, of the two, I guess it's Spell Pierce, but... and the land... Can we... Whoa. As long as it's attached to a creature, the Ether Spark can't be attacked, and has whenever equipped creature deals combat damage during your turn, put that many loyalty counters on the Ether Spark. I mean, I'm probably taking this no matter what, right? Maybe Dune Drifter comes back. Who knows? +1, attach it to one of our creatures, put a counter on that creature. -5 is draw 2 cards, and -10 is add 10 mana of any one color. I mean, this is my first time seeing this card. Like, I mean, I know it exists in the set, but I mean, like, seeing it, I don't think anyone's ever played it against us, and I've never opened it, so that's pretty great. So I will happily take Ether Spark here. Yes. There's this land again. Somebody's going to get hooked up with a second one of those, I imagine. Spin Out. I mean, for white cards, there's the enhancements. There's Collision Course, which is pretty good. Hellish Sideswipe. Number of permanents that are creatures and or vehicles for 2. Yeah, I guess I could, like, stick with this and still have removal, even though like this and this are also removal, but still. Let's try it. Removal in our primary color. Yeah, see? Perfect. Ride's End. More removal in our primary color. I love it. Next is this good? 7 mana for a 7/7 flying first strike lifelink crew 3 vehicle. Or we could cycle it for X and 3. When you cycle it, make X 1/1 colorless pilots. Genuinely don't know if that's good. It is an artifact, so it can be 1 cheaper with our 1 quick welder. Obviously, this is the second one, but I can't pick it now. Sure. Mythics are mythics for a reason, right? I'll take it and hope that the games go long enough. I have no idea. We'll find out. Skyray cares about discarding. Light Shield Parry is discarding. What are we doing? What's our second color is really more the question, huh? These are both 2-drops. So I guess I'll take the blue one? Is this legendary? It is. Is this legendary? Of course it is. Okay, well, I guess I could take the Mustang. This is fun as well. Maybe I take the land. Maybe I do the smart thing. Smart thing. Interface Ace again. How many vehicles do I have? 5 so far. Interface Ace it is. Holy crap. It's also just an 0/4, right? So it blocks really well early. Voyager Quick Welder we want because we want to make this Valor's flagship a little bit cheaper because, my god, it's expensive. I mean, another Dune Drifter coming back is a good sign. There's also the Surveyor, which could help us start our engines. Return an artifact or a creature with mana value X or less. Yeah, hopefully we'll see more of these. I'm going to take this one. Okay, I'll take the Light Wheel enhancements. Why not? More things that give us start your engines is good. We're drafting with Unholy Beans, Metropole, It's a Mean Penguin, Pleb Kleb, Tomacool, J-Fire, and Commander Cody. Take this 1-drop over a Thopterist or a Ticket Tortoise. Yes. I guess technically the Ticket Tortoise could be like made cheaper firstly, and secondly like could give us a treasure to ramp us. Could. But there's another Quick Welder. Okay. Alright. Name of the game is getting out this Valor's flagship, I guess, huh? Dynamite Diver for the sideboard, or really for our deck box, probably. In Amy's honor. And the Brightfield Mustang, which, I mean, sure, it goes in our deck. It's just, we could have a third mythic, but it's not in our colors. It's not in our colors. The Ascendant, on the other hand, cares about max speed and is in our colors and is a very good uncommon. Now, we did see that this came back, but it could just be that people don't think this card's very good and would take this very highly. Plus, I mean, of the other things that are here, there's not like premium removal in our colors. This likely comes back since the last one did. This wouldn't be bad. And we're splashing this. This wouldn't be bad. Back on track. Graveyard to the battlefield, make a pilot. Or we could take another collision course. More removal. I love it. Removal is kind of important. Let's go with... Do we take the other Scouter? I think so. Over a third Glider, right? Yeah. So we take another Spot Cycle Scouter here. And Lotus Guard Disciple? No, we take Ride's End. We definitely take Ride's End. Gastel Thrillseeker, very good card. Not for us, but very good card. I'll take Ride's End happily here. Well, return an artifact from our graveyard to the battlefield. Does this have cycling? It does. So we can just cycle this for 3 and then get it back for 4? I mean, that seems pretty insane, right? That's a little bit Magical Christmas Land, but we have enough artifacts where that doesn't matter, right? We have 16 artifacts. Yeah, we definitely play that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Lotus Guard Disciple's a cool card, but I don't need it. This is Sky Seer's Chariot, 2-mana, 3/3 flying vehicle, crew 2. As it enters, choose an online card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name cost 2 more to activate. I mean, that's just incidental. This is just a 2-mana, 3/3 flyer, right? This gets +1/+0 for each artifact we control, which we do have a lot of. If that comes back, or the Quick Welder, to be honest, I would take either of those happily. Where's the Clone Trooper that you're seeing, Shar? Which one? Remind me, because I don't know. I mean, this could give flying. We could just do a risky shortcut, but again, we're splashing. So, Canyon Vaulter, Tranquil Cove, or a 3rd interface ace, or a Flood the Engine. You said Commander Cody, LOL. Gotcha. It's it's one of our opponents here, so I guess that was the reference. Do we take the land, or do we take the Flood the Engine? We don't really. Well, I guess we took the land. Wow. Okay. All right. I guess a 4-mana 4/4 that's difficult to cast isn't something that people are interested in. That's fine. A 5-mana 3/4 flyer with affinity for artifacts? Sure. Well, you have a lot of artifacts. Camera Launcher, Walking Sarcophagus, Reef Roads, or Nimble Thopterist. I guess it's the Thopterist? Sure. We already have 1 Mustang and 2 gliders. Take another glider, I guess. The Scoreboard for the sideboard, and the Silken Strength for the sideboard. Wow. Just a last pick Quick Welder to give us, although it doesn't count for draft, a playset of them. Okay, so firstly, let me get back to all of your lovely messages, and thank you so much for leaving them for me. So Shar said Erica said, also bought myself the Pixel remaster of Final Fantasy VI. That is awesome, Erica. And I didn't, I missed out on those sales. Because by the time I saw them today, it was a little late and they had reverted back to their higher price. But I'm super glad that you got it, because that's awesome. In fact, C. Holland says, nice. Shar says, so I've had people telling me to rest since I'm sick, and technically I'm resting because I'm laying down while I game. That's smart. I like that. And then says, that's awesome, Erica, which is true. It is awesome. Obviously, if people have ideas for cuts for this deck, I am all ears, and I will keep reading your messages. Marcus asks if anyone has seen the Dragonstorm stuff. Shar says, I got recently Black Ops 4, 5, 6, 3, and 2. Wow, good for you. That's awesome. And Erica says, oh yeah, Marcus, Tarkir looks wild. I agree. Marcus then says, also, I really hate Elspeth. Just you don't like a Planeswalker with a stapled ability of duplicating tokens on it? C. Helen said, watched a good film yesterday called The Founder. It's about Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's. Michael Keaton stars. I had heard about that one, hadn't seen it, so that's good to know that it's good. That's cool. And Erica says, oh man, I didn't get to tell y'all about the newest episode of Drag Race. Please go right ahead. Amy and I will have something to tell you on Friday about our trip. Well, we have lots of things to tell you about our trip. And Shar says, so many zombies attacking me. Yeah, good luck with that. Sounds like a tough time. This is just a good card, right? Like, what am I taking out of here? Like, one Quick Welder, one Glider. It's giving me 3 Swamps for 2 Dune Drifters. Does that make sense? Oh, and an Embalmed Descendant. That's right. I don't like her. The card is fine. Interesting. From a, like, lore perspective, from, like, her, like, in other words, you don't like the stories that they've given her, or, like, her as a character? What, I would love to know. The fact that they made her an angel. So the episode's main challenge was a riff on the vagina monologues, where the queens each had to write a monologue and then perform it while their partner did interpretive dance to it. And Marcus says yes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not if, but when we get back to Jar, I'm sure we will have plenty to say about the angelification, if you will, of Elspeth, but also just in general, like a lot of the characters changing in so many ways, Sparks and all. I'm sure we'll have plenty to say. And of course, we would love all of you folks. Marcus obviously is who I'm mostly referring to in this instance, but anybody to be in those comments letting us know if you agree with us, disagree with us, stuff that you've been like holding on to maybe this whole time. Hopefully we'll give you that outlet to be able to let it all out, you know? All right, so what if I went mono white? Is that bad? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it didn't seem like anybody in our draft was in white. I could be wrong. But I still need more cuts. And all the other colors are gone. So, what? That was a lot of swamps. Oh, is there a black card that I'm missing somewhere? Is that why? Yes, the Ascendant. My bad. Okay. I would love for folks to tell me what they think of this so far. But Erica says, and the issue was that it was never described as a comedy challenge. So one of the 3 pairs did it really genuine and sincere, and then got critiqued for not being funny when they weren't told to be. That's fair. That's fair. And you kind of like, they like leaned into it and still got, you know, shot down for it. That sucks. Her becoming an angel makes sense for her story. She's a good example of how fervent mono white can be a bad thing. She's screwing up and no one seems to want to stop her. Okay. Interesting. What am I gonna do? How many cards have start your engines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Not ideal. Go with a mono white deck, lol. Managed to win with a mono white deck in a draft once, lol. I mean, my kitchen table deck when I was, I guess lunch table deck when I was in school and played was mono white. This is the first time I've wished someone were a Sphinx. Oh, interesting. Okay. I could see that. That'd be really cool. Erica says, to be fair, I would also be afraid to question the vengeful plane-shifting angel who can conjure Spartan soldiers at will. Yeah, that sounds about right. What do I cut out of this deck? I think it's going to just be like... Damn. I genuinely don't know. I guess it's just the enhancements, and we play the Dirty 41, and then we use this thing as our deck box, since it's a rare that we're not playing. So Jace would be more likely to forget how to breathe, or would be more likely to make her forget how to breathe. Yeah. Yeah, good point. Or just like, wipe her and just leave her like brainless somewhere like Azor. It's a good point. Good point. I'm gonna go, since we're mono white, I mean I could just go with a Johnny. But oh yeah, okay. There's another Johnny there. There's a Johnny here. Sure. We'll go with a cutesy Johnny. Why not? Why not? Really? Again? Okay. Where'd it go? There it is. Cutesy extra life a Johnny. Perfect. Dirty 41. Say done. And try to play this mono white deck. Shar says long day. Shar, you are telling me. Marcuse is who we're playing. You'll see that in a moment. See? Marcuse. You can say that again, Shar. See? That's what I'm saying. All right, so a third land gets us 2 Voyager Quick Welders. And this gives this flying. So that's cool. Because basically we play this on 2, this on 3. If we don't draw the land. But I guess this on 3 in crew. If we do. Keep. This is a good hint. LOL, he'd probably wipe his own memory. Tolarian Community College video. Okay. Nice. The Office Hours, right? Is what that series is called? If I recall correctly. Walking around on a toe having a gout attack is not ideal. Yes. Yes. That sounds bad. And C. Holland states that I am correct. Yes, it is called After Hours. Which, thank you, by the way. I will play this. We drew the Armory. What a draw. Holy shit. All right, well, technically I need a 4th land. So I'll leave 1 on top. We also know we have a 7 drop in the deck or whatever it is. I think it's 7. But it's actually a 5 drop if we can get both of these out and they can stay. Or they end up staying. All right, we take 3. Drew the land that we knew about. Let's play the Quick Welder. It's a 2/4. It can stop either of their creatures with no pump involved. And I just won't, I won't crew. Yes, new animated Witcher movie to watch. Very nice. Not a franchise I ever really got into, to be honest. All right, so they didn't even bluff a combat trick. They just straight up didn't attack. All right, so if I play this, it makes the Armory 1 more cheaper, and we can play the Armory as well. Great, let's do it. Amazing. Now they're 2 5s with Vigilance. Go to combat. Buff this. And then swing with, I guess, both of them? There's no reason not to. Like, obviously they can trade with the vehicle, but who cares? Imagine fumbling Henry Cavill. I mean, it's happened at least twice, right? There's DC is a thing, right? They look at the top 3, they can reveal a permanent, put it into their hand, and the rest on the bottom. Oh, also, the runway theme on Drag Race this week was ugliest dress ever, and only 2 queens really committed to the brief. Okay. Interesting. So they got this, which has flash, which would give it +1/+2 and reach. Okay. Well, I could just kill it. Combat. Attack for 4. They take it all. And then I end the turn and keep up Ride's End, I suppose. 6 mana on their side. To play a 5/5 when it enters and whenever it attacks while saddled. They make a 3/3. You got it. But that's their whole turn. I assume. It sure is. Your 5/5 can go away, please. One of them just wore like an 80s prom dress, and the judges were like, this isn't ugly, it's just what we wore in the 80s. That's that's very funny. I like that. All right, X damage to a creature where X is the number of permanents we control that are creatures and or vehicles. So I guess I'll just play this, because then it can deal 3 damage and kill the elephant. We attack for 4. Again. They can double block and try to kill one. And then the elephant will die, which means then the beast rider will die. But they're tapped out. Wow, it worked. Okay. Oh! Is that a sorcery? It sure is. Oh well. Damn it, man. Is it worth it? We're fine. Everything is fine. And Geralt is accompanied by an idiot while fighting a giant lizard monster. That's a sentence. All right, so it's a 6/5. They destroy the other Quick Welder. Very unfortunate for me. Thankfully, this does allow us to destroy an artifact. We have, because they made this, or they killed those 2 Quick Welders. If one of them had lived, we could have played both of these this turn. But instead, I guess I've got to kill the Reach Menace thing. Good. I guess pass? I guess I could attack, right? They're at 13. Sure. Because we know we've got the fairy, and as long as we have this is a creature on every one of our turns. So yeah, they just took it. That's perfect. And then another Lana just borrowed the exact look another Queen wore on season 13, which I did not enjoy. That's seems a little catty, no? I'm at 17. I don't need to block this. Especially because we know they have this, right? Take my turn. Draw another land. Play the fairy. Not going to attack this turn because they have all their mana open. Doesn't matter. That happens for free regardless. I'll say no attacks. End of the turn. Now this gives +1/+2. So it would become a 4/5, which is also what we would have. So it would they would bounce off each other, which is pretty great. Each opponent sacks a creature or vehicle of their choice. Each opponent who can't discards a card. Okay. So I guess what I'm going to do is go like this. Crew first. I wouldn't have minded if she did something to change the outfit, but her big critique all season has been all she can really do is look pretty, so reusing runways doesn't help that allegation. Sure. I'll sack the Vaulter. If you could be any Power Rangers, which one from which series would you be? So I only really, like, I watched, like, the first set of Power Rangers episodes, so of course I'm going to say the White Ranger. Like, I played with the toys that friends of mine had, with, like, the Zord and, like, the talking dagger or whatever. So that was really cool also. What is this? X2, target creature, where X is the number of permanents you control that are creatures and or vehicles. So it'd be only one. And I'm going to attack with this anyway, because all that will, like I said, all that'll happen is, I guess it's an aura, but they would just bounce off of each other. Marcus says no with 3 crying faces. Why? What happened? Is it something I did? Did I do a wrong thing? All right, so if they have a second one, I guess I get blown out. They just don't even play the first one. Okay, cool. Not an artifact, not an artifact, so not helpful here. End of the turn. Blue Ranger from Mystic Force. OMG, I was obsessed. Gain life equal to your speed. They're at 8. Okay. Beast Rider Vanguard. So yeah, I would definitely say Tommy the White Ranger. Green/white, but White Ranger. Sky Seer's Chariot. Activated abilities cost 2 more to activate. That's very good. That's very good. Beast Rider Vanguard is absolutely the choice. That's very funny. Because now it's 7 mana to activate that ability. That's great. I like that. I'd be the robot, lol. I'm not cool enough to be a ranger. You'd be Alpha 5? I would be... I mean, look, if we're going outside of the Power Rangers, I'd be Ninjor, and let's be real about that immediately. Just saying. I would be Ninjor all day, no question. Ninjor was awesome. Alright, so now I could kill the Omnivore, I guess? But, like, why? So again, attack for 4. They take it all, which is great. Love it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, then I guess I got to do this or I die. Holy crap. I'll kill the 3/2 because I can. But they have the spell or the card, so I lose. You did it. They did the thing. Untap it. It lives. I'm empty-handed, so I say good game. Nicely done. Marcus and I are rebooting Mystic Force. Let's go. Because Marcus says, wow, Erica, I was going to say Mystic Force, but yellow for my color. Erica says, I wasn't a huge Power Rangers kid, but Mystic Force and SPD were some of my favorite shows. And so Marcus and I are rebooting Mystic Force. Char says, I'd be the Black Ranger from Dino Thunder, and agreed Ninjor is badass, but who agrees Rita Repulsa and Goldar are awesome villains? I enjoyed Goldar. I enjoyed Lord Zed, although I don't remember the show well enough, and I believe there was like some abuse going on there, so I really don't want to like go hard on like, oh, Zed was so cool, and like then like there's like clip after clip of him being like an abusive asshole. So what I'll say is I thought his like design was cool, right? Like after 10,000 years, I'm free. Marcus says they did Goldar dirty in the latest movie. I agree. I agree. Yeah, he was just, big dumb idiot, right? Sorcerer of the Arbor with the title Eternal Taskmaster. Char also agrees, lol. Yeah. All right, so this is a little unfortunate. I mean, I could cycle this to get this out. And then Char says they really did, yeah. Wow. Do I dare put a land back? I think I do. I think I dare. All right, let's do it. Come on, baby. 1 land. Yes! Got there immediately. Amazing. They weren't Power Rangers. They were Steroid Rangers, in my opinion. Interesting. Sure, we'll attack for 1. Yeah, no collision course necessary. I end the turn. That's a cool looking Reef Roads. I like it. I like the alt art there. That's cool. Yeah, I like Elizabeth Banks. I just don't like that version of Elizabeth Banks, like in that movie. All right, well, they now know we have the Ether Spark. I guess this starts our engines, right? And gets us to 2, in fact. Because we steal this, because it's the only target. Attack for 1. Make it 2. Elizabeth Banks' Rita was tight, but why'd they do the homie like that, right? Yeah, poor Goldar. Honestly, I didn't hate Ivan Ooze either, I will say. All right, well, they're playing blue, so I guess I just play Pride of the Road. See if they counter it. Because, I mean, it screams counter the Ether Spark, right? Like, oh no. All right, whatever. We'll go to 3 speed. Sounds fine to me. And I gotta say, I saw the like reunion movie that they did, or whatever. Um, I thought that one was fine. I did think that, I was upset that I was reminded that these guys are not great actors. I it was great to see them back, and the nostalgia was really good, but yeah, not my favorite. Okay, Ether Spark is still there though, so let's go with Kenyon Vaulter, I guess, and then +1, put it on. Oh, we're at max speed. Only as a sorcery, huh? Got there. Ivan Ooze even popped up in the show. Leap to your doom. LOL, I miss the days of watching Rangers every Saturday. Yeah, yeah. I did. When I was younger, I watched it quite a bit. All right, Quick Welder or Armory? Because I can't do both, but I mean, might as well do this. Quick Welder also gets countered. Okay. Uh, activate since there's no other targets this turn. Hmm. Go to combat. Attack for 6. It can be brought back from the graveyard a lot, so that makes sense. 14 loyalty counters. I mean, I guess I draw 2 cards then. And scry 2. Give me that expensive one. Where is it? Damn it. Put both of these on the bottom. Get out of here. Turns out 1 mythic can help us cast our 2nd mythic, which feels fair, right? That's fair. All right, well, if we play the Armory, we can activate this thing. That's cool. I loved Mystic Force so much because I was a Harry Potter kid, so I saw magic and wands and went feral. Nice. Very nice. It's another land. We had 3 land in a row on top? Boo. All right, I don't care about starting column, or do I? It's their 5th mana, and they played a 4-drop. This is 4 to activate. Because I put a counter here. I guess I play the Armory. Play the land. And then combat. Activate here. Swing with both. Right, what does this do? Yeah, max speed, they can sack it to draw 2, discard 1. They said good game. Yeah, I mean, yeah, good game. Thank you, Sorcerer of the Arbor. And I apologize for the other people that I have not thanked. I have forgotten, and I apologize. Also, the story was legitimately pretty compelling for a Power Ranger series and had the best female characters, in my opinion. Okay, that's cool. All right, let's keep it going. Our opponent's name is Whole Milk. What the? That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, I like that. Also, something about the fact that they are Slimefoot is very funny to me, because now I'm just thinking about moldy milk, and that's really gross. So that's great. I like that quite a bit. All right, combat, swing for 1. I can Scry 2, which is helpful because I need a land on top for next turn. So there we go. We got it. I'll keep them both. So he's or she's a whole milk. Yeah, I guess so. Just a whole milk. Whoops. While they played nothing again, I'm gonna... It's crew 1, but I mean, I might as well try to play this. See if it gets countered. Oh no, it got countered. No problem. At least it was a hole with a W. That is a good point as well, Erica. Good point as well. Shar says LOL. Gross. All of this is gross. Oh, man. But also, it's in all caps, so it's like they're yelling. They're like, whole milk! Choose a card name. Oh, don't say Quick Welder. Don't do it. You'll actually get 4 of them. Don't do it. Don't you dare get Quick Welder. Planes? Okay. That's a choice. That's a choice. I will play the Quick Welder that they know about in our hand. I will use it to crew here. And I will attack for 4. Okay. We are at max speed now. That's fun. Possession Engine, which steals that thing. But you know I'm just going to... Well, actually, yeah. You know I'm just going to play this. Take this. Get my thing back. Godalope. Evening, folks. High-speed hijinks, I see. You know it, Godalope. Great to see you. And we're at max speed, so might as well go like this and like this, I guess. Go to combat, attackers, and attack for 3. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now they choose Quick Welder. Perilous Snare. There are no more of this rare in my deck. Good call, though. I can see it. What? But did they just like misclick? Because they got to search my whole library, right? So like, why wouldn't you have picked one of my 2 mythics? I have 2 mythics in the deck. But also, like, you played 2 of these and like very little else. You countered something and played 2 of these, and then nothing else, and you're at 9. Well, anyway, thank you, Whole Milk. And actually, it's a good thing that that Amy was not here to have to say that, because Amy should not thank Whole Milk. She cannot deal with lactose. So, Erica, if you are here, what do you think about some games? Obviously, you get to pick the format. I genuinely don't know that I have a standard deck available, but otherwise, you get to pick the format. But I figure for folks who are unaware, 2 days ago, it was Erica's birthday. So happy belated birthday to you, Erica. And as we oft do when folks have birthdays, we will happily play some games with people. Godalope wishes Erica a happy belated birthday as well. That's right. This store is like really loving that there's new stuff. I was literally typing to ask, I'd love to play some. Let me move to my PC. Of course, take your time. And Shar says, happy late birthday to Erica as well. Oh, there's cats. Cats are better than dogs, Secret Lair? Wow. That is an interesting piece of artwork. Wow. Okay. I mean, I like the alt arts with the, like, Ugin influence in them, like this. That's really cool looking. C. Holland says, happy birthday, Erica, for the other day. That's right. That's right. There's just decks. These are very expensive, gems-wise, for champion decks. Wow. Thanks, everyone. Heart. I'm a decrepit 28 now. Yeah, you should have seen us all dancing at the wedding. You want to talk about decrepit. I'm excited for my birthday on the 21st of December. I just hope we all don't get another weird winter. Yeah, I think we all hope that for sure. Was that Merit Lage? It's Merit Lage's Slumber. Wow. 2 years above me. Oh, for Erica. Okay. And the companion of the month is the Cave Raptor. Okay, sure. Well, anyway. Obviously, Erica, you're welcome to challenge me. I was going to say us. Me/us whenever you are available. And I will just remind folks that if you have not checked out our other 2 channels, links down in the description box below. We have Video Games for All and Gluten Free for All, as well as, if you're looking at links down in the description box below, we have links to our socials, especially our Instagrams, Geek for All and Gluten Free for All's Instagrams. If you know of a loved one or you yourself are gluten-free, often, but not always, lactose-free as well, you are welcome to go check that out. C. Holland says 28. It's all downhill from there. And Char says, as Lord Vader said, no. LOL, just call me Methuselah. Very nice, Godolo. But by the way, when you do check out, or if and when you check out those other channels down below, please don't forget, whether you're here or there, if you're enjoying the things that we're doing, please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out and or whenever we go live. You may have noticed, but we took a week off. And so if you didn't remember and you had that bell rung already, then you would just get those notifications and you wouldn't have to worry about memorizing when we weren't going to be here, when we were going to be here. But we are back. And so we are here tonight and we will be live again, as I mentioned earlier, on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, but over on Video Games for All, link in the description down below, to play more Super Mario World. Char says, dies of laughter. Godalope says, don't even ask what I turn in October. Ha ha ha. Just say I remember Atari 2600, Alf, and Teddy Ruxpin. See, I don't remember those things, Godalope, but I am fully aware of what literally all of them are. So, very, very nice. You turn even more ancient. Yeah, I guess that's what happens in October, right? Another year older. Look, it is better than the alternative, friends. That is all I can say. Ironically, based on the person that we played earlier, you could be aging like fine wine, or you could be aging like milk, and it kind of depends on how you're living your life. Okay, so the other sleeve type is Sarkin with the Ugin influence. That's cool. Sorry, I'm logging in now. It took a while because I'm still dealing with gout foot, so I had to move slow. No worries, Erica. And in fact, if you're like me, when you log in, you're going to have to wait for a little bit of a download. It's actually not too long. But I started the stream just looking at me because I was like, oh, Arena's got to do this download thing now all of a sudden. So yeah, no worries there. Honestly, aging backwards would suck. Yeah. Or accelerated aging, like in Jack, the movie. Which, yes, you want to talk about, like, older references? Sure, there you go. Jack, starring Robin Williams. Love that movie. If anybody remembers that movie, let me know. Because I really, really like that movie. But yeah, aging backwards would suck. That'd be very strange. I just talked about Instagram, but this Instagram ad is weird. But anyway, it's fine. We will definitely finish this draft next week, so don't worry about that. Like I said, back at 8 p.m. Eastern next week for that, so no worries there. And hopefully you all did well while we were gone, or continued to do well while we were gone. Funny enough that you mentioned accelerated aging, considering one of the opponents is literally using a Star Wars reference, because the clones were created with accelerated aging, kind of depressing lore on them. Yeah, I mean, because they kind of were created for that purpose, right? So it's like, it was like a farm, essentially. where they were just kind of made for that purpose. Yeah, not great. See, now this I like. This art here with the secret layer. Very, very cool. Also, hopefully you all enjoyed the videos that came out last week while we were away over on Video Games for All. In fact, many of you did. So thank you so much. The views on those videos were very impressive, and I really appreciate it. We weren't able to respond to a ton of the comments in real time because we were doing a lot of different cool things, which, as I said, we will talk with all of you more about it on Friday and or next Monday. If you're here next Monday and you weren't here on Friday, do not hesitate to ask us how our trip was, etc. Like I said, we won't. I don't want to take it away from Amy that both of us will be able to talk about it. So, oh dear, for some reason it's asking me to fully install Arena again, and I don't love that. Yeah, I wouldn't love that either. That sounds like not fun. Well, you tell me, Erica, if we want to hold off till next week, we can do that. Or if you want to just take some time and do that, you can. While you are typing and or debating, I will open 10 packs because we have some time. Yeah, they were basically a slave army. Absolutely. All right. We got at least one mythic, right? We got actually one mythic. Okay, cool. So I will scroll back to commons. Okay. No new commons, it seems. Agreed, no new commons. I've got it started, so I'll see how long it takes. You got it, Erica. No worries. Like I said, I'll open these packs and we'll look. Apparently our first Elvish Refueler, which is rude because this is one of the cooler things that we got to do during the streamer event for this set, was getting to use this to like reactivate exhaust abilities, and like being able to have like two of these. I mean, obviously like a constructed deck could be a thing, but like being able to have two of these in like a draft or a sealed would be really, really cool. And I feel like we haven't gotten a chance to do that at all since the format released fully for everybody. And we've been playing it on Magic Monday. We got our first Amonkhet Raceway with Start Your Engines, taps for a colorless, and then at max speed can give a creature haste until end of turn. And there's a Rocketeer Boost Buggy. Amy can't be here tonight, but she is here in spirit now with the Gruul Uncommon Vehicle, so that's awesome. We have Mind Spring Merfolk. Speaking of Amy, loving Merfolk. We have a 1-mana 1/1 that later could allow you to draw cards and put a Merfolk on, or a Merfolk. Put a Merfolk on each Merfolk you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on each Merfolk you control. Can you tell I need to like go to bed soon? We have a Draconautics Engineer. I love this art so much. Like the dinosaur dragon art is cool, but I really like the art on the card itself. Exhaust 1, other creatures you control gain haste, put a counter on this creature. Exhaust 4, make a 4/4 red dinosaur dragon with flying. Joe needs a filter of a TIE fighter and an X-Wing flying around his head. That'd be awesome. That would be very interesting. Like as if like after I get hit on the head instead of birds, or just like in general. We have a Howl Squad Heavy. I love this card. Very, very good. Unstoppable Plan. We chose to not take two of those tonight. They were passed. Well, we opened one, I believe, and the other one was passed to us, and we said no to both. Crypt Caller Chariot with the cats pulling it, which is ironic because it just makes zombies. But anyway, Full Throttle. Very, very interesting, this one. Excuse me. Willow Rush Verge for one of the Verge cards in this one, just like this card, has loot in the art. Possession Engine, our opponent literally just used this against us. And Repurposing Bay is our last rare, which means our only mythic out of 10 packs is... I wasn't going to say it because I didn't want to jinx it, and yet here it is. It is a mythic rare wild card. It's going to be a good night for Erica. That's all it means. It's Erica's birthday, so or at least the stream following her birthday. So either one would be cool. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Well, we sure did that. I didn't say it, but I did think, I mean, so did I, because at this point I have to every time, unfortunately. But there you go, Erica. Happy birthday from Arena to you. God damn it. Okay, it's been a while since we've seen Bloomborough cards, but our rare is a fecund green shell, which is wonderful. I love the fecund green shell. Amy and I both do. Very, very funny. Ridiculous, but very funny. Here is Duskmourn. We have a random Duskmourn pack with a rare in it as well. No firsts outside of that in either pack. And our rare is a Ghost Vacuum. Very good card. All right, good stuff. I don't know. Let's open Aetherdrift. It's a rare again. No first set of any of these, including the 2 uncommons. But our rare is a Muragonda Raceway, and not a first for us this time either. Start your engines, tap to add a colorless, and then at max speed, tap to add 2 colorless. Interesting. All right, let's open one of these. It's another rare. Although I did learn about something new and terrifying. What is that? Tell us. All right, the update's almost done, I think. All right, Erica, no worries. I'm here. Rising Chicane is an alchemy artifact land. If you were the starting player, it enters tapped. Start your engines, tap to add a colorless. Max speed at the beginning of combat on your turn. This land becomes a 2/2 construct. Okay. Until end of turn. That makes sense. Unforgiving Overtake is 3 for a sorcery. Draconautics, is that Heal John Cena's rap gimmick? God, that would be interesting, huh? Heal John Cena is a whole thing. Just a whole thing that they did. I don't know how I feel about it. What about you, C. Holland? It says, if you weren't the starting player, this costs 1 less. So it would cost 2. Destroy target creature or vehicle its controller loses 2 life. That's very nice. And our rare is Quick Beast Amulet. White-green for an artifact equipment. Starting intensity of 0. Equipped creature gets +X/+X, where X is this equipment's intensity. Whenever a creature you control enters, this equipment intensifies by X, where X is that creature's power. That's insane. And equip cost is 2. That is pretty great. Obviously, Selesnya tends to want to play creature decks, and that feels very good in that deck. Wow. That is impressive. Okay. Another rare. All right, let's do the math. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1 mythic out of 15 packs, huh? God damn. Okay, and of course we got an uncommon wild card instead of one of the actual new cards that you could open out of this pack. Super annoying. Great Fang Chroniclers, 1 and a green for a 2/2 Ape Druid with double team. 3 and a green, conjure a card named Muragonda Petroglyphs. I'll try that again. Muragonda Petroglyphs onto the battlefield. Then this creature loses this ability, activate only as a sorcery, and Muragonda Petroglyphs says that creatures with no abilities get +2/+2. And now double team, once it activates, goes away, and the losing that ability also goes away, which means that the Muragonda Petroglyphs eventually will also buff the Great Fang Chroniclers. Shar says there's a weapon that exists called a Bumblebee, and when it hits an APC, all I can say is pray you're not one of the soldiers trapped inside. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's actually interesting. This uncommon can make a rare into your hand for 4 more mana. And you've got our rare is Turbocharged Escape. That's all I can say without pissing off the YouTube gods. That's fair. Turbocharged Escape is 3 white for a sorcery. Destroy all non-vehicle creatures. Then choose a vehicle. It perpetually becomes an artifact creature. Wow. Interesting. All right. And then, last but not least, Deviant Skytech. 2 and a blue for an enchantment. Start your engines. When this enchantment enters, make 2 1/1 Thopters with flying, and then max speed, 1 and a blue, sack it, make 2 more Thopters. Wow, that seems great. Unforgiving Overtake again, so we did not get a new one here either. And our last rare is Erica. God damn it, that's hilarious. It wasn't even a mythic, but still, it's the last rare. God damn it. That's very, very funny. Okay, well, that happened. Okay, I'm almost there. No worries, Erica. That's not why I was yelling. If you weren't looking, I opened a rare wild card as the final rare in the final pack. It had nothing to do with me rushing you. Don't you worry. It just means that, like I said, I hope that means that Erica is going to have a continuing good night going forward. That's the goal. Oh, Chivos, huh? Can we get some Chivos going? 25 games of historic. Okay, we're close with that one, huh? Shar says, I'm obsessed with military gear weapons and history, thanks to my dad and mom and brothers being ex-military. Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we have a number of friends who were in the military thanks to us being in scouting for so long. It just tended to be a progression that a lot of the scouts took, was then to going to the military. But also, I mean, just randomly my whatchamacallit? My roommate from college went into the military as well. So there was that. Shar says, no, Joe, you can't throw your monitor. They're expensive, LOL. Which one? They're all expensive, I'll tell you that. Erica says, I also have to show you the new fictional man I spent money on. Okay. I look forward to seeing that. Oh, also, we'll see. Was that like a birthday gift to yourself, or just something you were going to spend money on regardless? Because either way is fine, obviously. I love how, like, these are recommended. Here are some achievements you're close to finishing, working on, or might enjoy. And they have to add that last one in there because, look, reach mythic rank in constructed and in limited simultaneously. I've never even come close to entering it in or reaching it in one of those two. So I could favorite achievements, I know, because it says if you favorite an achievement, it will show up at the top of the list. But, like, no. From others, actually, they gave me money that I used on a Honkai Star Rail. Good for you. That's awesome. Char says, LOL. Vault Cracker, open a vault. How close am I? Can I see the vault progression anywhere? 39%. All right, fine. It'll happen eventually. It always does, but God, that's annoying. Win a game without casting a single creature spell. But I love how you look at the ceiling when you said that. Oh, the monitors? Well, because one monitor's up there, and then one's over here that you all are on, chat-wise, and one's over here that the game is on, and that the camera is resting on as well. But yeah, I mean, I actually genuinely don't remember what the most expensive one is. The biggest one is the main one that I'm looking at here. That one I may have gotten for free. Free 99, which is great. And this one, I think we bought these two. I don't remember of these two which was more expensive. C. Holland says, it's different. Hope he becomes more and more unhinged as he chases the title, and it gets further and further into the year, and he so desperately wants the last win. Okay, I like that. I like that quite a bit. That's a really cool idea. You know what? Then I hope so too. Because I do. I like that. Yeah, I just watched last week's Raw because clearly I was not available to watch it last week because I was not in the state or near my home. And I don't have Netflix on my phone. So, but yeah, very interesting rationale that they've kind of come up with for why he is doing the things that he is doing. Oh, Dex. I was like, why does it keep saying that there's more here? Are you done now doing that? I sent you the picture while I wait for Arena to open. You got it. I will check. Nope. Store still says there's something there, which is just blatantly incorrect. And I personally hate that. Leave that in chat if you agree. If there's like a thing, like I'm just like, okay, good. Make the stupid notification go away. But because I've seen it now. Great, I've seen it. Please go away. LOL, yeah, Joe, you now need one to watch movies on while you game a Godzilla/game night. Interesting. That'd be good. Like you mean a fourth screen? The fourth screen would have to go over here, but there's no desk here. Or table here. The table ends like shortly off camera. So I couldn't put a fourth screen here. I have to move everything over. And technically we do have the TV right here. So that could count as a fourth screen, but not exactly. But I guess if we're watching a movie, then that would count. Because I do have a, whatchamacallit? Chromecast on that TV. So there's that. Oh, Erica, this one is very cool. My Day? Me Day? I'm not sure. I've been bringing Black Clover and a lot of Naruto, or binging. Black Clover and a lot of Naruto on Netflix recently. Okay, one final update that will only take like a minute. Perfect. No worries, Erica. You're great. Yeah, I watched Raw and then I kind of went back to YouTube. I mean, we had a lot of YouTube stuff that was waiting for us because all our subscriptions and stuff for the last week have just been waiting. Yeah, LOL and wall mount. Well, there's a window right there, so that wouldn't be a great wall mount. We actually did when we moved in, we debated putting the TV over there, but it would be like kind of in the corner that way, because there's like the corner in that part of the room. So yeah, we debated, but I mean, the TV is pretty close to us here, so that could work. And like I said, we have the Chromecast, so we have put like stuff there while we've been doing stuff here or whatever, but I found all of Code Lyoko on YouTube, which I'll absolutely be binging later tonight. Okay, hell yeah. That sounds great. I know of that show, but I don't know much about that show. Would that be a rewatch for you, Erica, or a first time watch? Because that's really cool. Did you get to see Godzilla -1, Joe? I did not. You know, not for nothing. It's not a distaste or a dislike. I'm pretty sure I've seen like 1 or 2 Godzilla movies overall. Go to deals? Daily Deals? I did. I went to Daily Deals multiple times. Yeah, I went to Daily Deals multiple times, unfortunately. Yeah, no luck. Right? Still there? Yeah, see? Actually see what they are. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I did that before when I first started. I watched it as it came out when I was 9 to 11, but haven't since. Gotcha. Okay. So like it would be a rewatch, but like basically like a, nostalgia rewatch or like reminding yourself. Because that's the other thing. If you're older now, you might get some jokes that like they added in that weren't a thing that you could understand as a child. And I don't, that's not insulting anyone's intelligence. I wouldn't have been able to either. This art is so interesting to me. Those like dragon scale foils. God, I can't wait to do that big opening. Shoutouts to Champion, everybody. Champion Card Collector in Poughkeepsie, New York. Hopefully when the set comes out, as I usually do, I will be able to head there and open some product that all of you will be able to see. Kind of a lot of product. Those are always fun videos to make. There's Sarkin as well. Okay, I'm in. Awesome, Erica. Send that challenge, and we are ready to go to celebrate your birthday. Yeah, these sleeves are cool. I like these a lot, actually. I will not be spending this kind of money on it, but I do like the sleeves. They're cool. Yeah, I think I like Ugins the best, personally. Elspeth might be second and Sarkin third. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm waiting till my health improves, then I'm cleaning and rearranging furniture. We did that during the pandemic. We like fully rearranged. In fact, I guess you can go back and watch some of our streams or videos or whatever from back then. But we fully rearranged our living space. Sure, I'll try this one. And it was so much better. And, I say we because we both moved stuff around, but I was the one who was hesitant at first, and Amy was the one who came up with the idea. So it is all credit to Amy because it was a lot better afterwards. And I don't know why I was so resistant to it, but I was afraid of change and I shouldn't have been. See how it says, oh well. Yeah, it's fine. In the grand scheme of things, it's not the worst. 3-land, Arcane Signet. All these are 2 or 3. This is great. Enters tapped, untapped. Okay, yeah, we got this. I hope Insta downloads quick. I've got a funny-ish meme to send you. LOL. You got it. Looks like Erica mulliganed, if I saw that correctly. But when she joins the game, you gotta know I'm gonna say hello to Espeon's son. I don't have a happy birthday. Is it this one? We'll do this one. Temple of Mystery. We got Fatal Push, huh? I mean, does it matter? It doesn't matter. Waterfront District. Then we can play the Swamp and the Arcane Signet to help us cast more things. Swamp, Arcane Signet. Startled Awake, mill 13, 5 mana, put it from our graveyard onto the battlefield transformed as a 1/1 Skulk. When it deals combat damage to a player, return it to its owner's hand. Nice. Cultivate. Such cool art for Cultivate from Strixhaven. The, now I'm not going to remember what it was called. Boo. What was it called? All right. Ipnu Rivulet. Mill 4. Glimpse Mill 10. So we could have 4 for Startled Awake. We won't have double blue. Well, I could pay a life. Sure. Worth it. Mill 13. Oh, never mind. It's blue here, blue here. We're good. Okay. It's a lot of cards. Tasha, Lily of the Veil. Okay. So she has 74 cards left in her library, huh? That's a lot. Nashi! When he enters, secretly choose a card in their graveyard, conjure a duplicate of it into her hand. If the duplicate isn't a land, it perpetually gains flash. Cool. Enters tapped or enters tapped. Same thing, so that's fine. Mill 4. It's only a 2/2? Oh, God. Okay, well. Fair enough, I guess. To be fair, it's natural to be scared of change. It's how our species is still alive. Fair. Mental timer to remember starts in Joe's brain. Yeah, sometimes. It's Nissa. It's the conjured Nissa. With flash. Okay. Okay, we can do this. Seems good. I'm going to take some damage here. 7, I think? Yep, that's right. Down to 18. The Minecraft Metro system has 3 stations. Martho, Beetlejuice, and Vault 8. New Sheoth station is under construction now. That's cool. For 3 mana... Right, what if I do this? I'm going to play the land first. Do this. Guess I pay the 3... Get rid of Nissa. Permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn. Did not. Okay. Mill 10. 2 more creatures. No attacks. I'm at 15, so no attacks for me. But that's awesome, Marcus. So, what is Sheoth a reference to? Or Martho, I suppose. Those are ones I don't understand. We're putting in Minecraft dispensers to help automate the system. That's cool. That's very cool. Is it like, yeah, so it'll like, you step on a thing and the minecart gets spit out, and then you can like put it on and just go? Because that seems really cool. Right, she's got 58 cards left. We've got 87 cards left. We're getting there. We're getting there. Start of the Wake comes back as the Skulky one. And Skulk specifically says, a creature with Skulk can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Martho should be Premier. Push a button and the minecart is placed on the track for you. Nice. Really, really cool. Command the Dread Horde. Creatures and or planeswalkers in graveyards. Damage to her equal to the mana value of those cards. Put them on the battlefield under her control. You got it. Is it just me, or am I the only one who just watches Darwin Award videos and be like, how do these people exist? Well, that's the point, right? I'm hanging out at our gunpowder farm so I can make a ton of rockets. Being able to fly changed everything. That is true. Very important. Hey, a land. Surveil 1. I will keep that. That's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 available means so I'll try John Arenicus and then Fatal Push my own Cruel Somnophage. Oh, it's got ward 2. Well, fine. Never mind. Is that its own ward 2 as well? Or is that from... It's from Tasha. Okay. It's my bad. Okay. Well, anyway. We can still block the Somnophage. That's something. Can't block Nashi, though. Nashi's got Menace. You're not the only one, Char. All evidence points to them being human, but I'm still not sure. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I've seen like, you know, fail videos, Darwin videos, whatever you want to call them. It's a hell of a thing. And there's... Okay. Good game, Erica. I mean, sure, I'll look for a basic. Why not? How about this one? Submit. Yes, I want to move my commander to the command zone. It doesn't matter. We each discard a card. I'll discard the counterspell. And I am dead. Thank you, Espeon Sun. Well done, Erica. What's the dumbest Darwin Award you've heard of, Joe? Oh, man. That's a really tough one. I can think of, like, all of the, like, videos of the guys with, like, the thick Southern accents who are like, look at this cool thing I can do with my truck. And then they cannot do that cool thing with their truck. Maybe one more? Yes, please. Yeah, or like, I don't know, like guys trying to like do things while still holding their beer. Not as impressive to me. Finally, my blood sugar is going down. Yeah, I'm still working on getting my diabetes in check. I have problems with that a lot because I really love sugar. Well, I have confidence that you can do it, Char. It's the kind of thing where, like, you know, you kind of gauge it for yourself. You're like, am I willing to risk this right now? Am I not? So, like you said, hopefully you will be able to kind of get to that point where you're like, yeah, this is not what I want to be doing with my time. Amen to that, Marcus. Yeah. All right, let's do this one more time. I think... Is this right? Does this work? Let's try this one. I don't know I don't remember this deck well enough to know if this will work, but we'll see. Okay, I mean, you know, I've got 3 colors. Can't play this, but can play this. And that's good. I can filter. Okay, keep. Very good. Well, hello. In fact, do I have another thing? And then I'll play this. And this little guy. It's a 1/3. So next turn I should be able to play Elas Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim. Oh, look at that. I know that card. Let's play this and a 2/3 Flying Haster. And attack for 2. It was a good draw. Can't complain. In fact, when I play my next land, Mystic Skull plus Elas Ilkor should be fine. And then the turn after, if we draw a land, we might have Joda already. Relic of Legends, that's a good one. So I guess we do this, followed by this time. Attack for 2. I'm going to check the mail BRB. If you're gone before I'm back, I love y'all. Thanks, Shar. Love these sleeves. Love them. I know Amy's not a Soren fan, but this art is really cool in my opinion. All right, so red, white, green, blue. That's fine. No blocks, obviously. Command Tower, never mind. Just instant Joda, or I could play Zayatora. Joda it is. Followed by combat first, attack here. Then play Elas Ilkor, auto pay. But unfortunately, got nothing. Because it's a 2-drop. But still, got a lot of power and toughness on the battlefield. A lot of it. Okay. Destroy Joda. You got it. Yes, please. Let me pick up this snake. I'm back. I got to find my keys because I'm not leaving without them because I don't trust people to not walk in while I'm downstairs. Yeah, that's fair. Do I hand land it? I don't think I should. I'm just going to Joda it up again. Gain a life. Sure. Trade Ilkor for Ilkor. Why not? Just chump. Perfect. 12. I lose 1, and then I lose another 1, and she gains 1. You got it. Ooh, bear. Let me feed it. Okay, now I'll be right back. You got it. D-Spark on Joda. Okay. Back in the command zone, my friend. Thank you. Hey, another land. Okay. Does that mean I can play Joda immediately? That's amazing. Auto pay, please. Wow. Tap an untapped legend. How about the Death Touchy one? Perfect. Attack for 5. Nice. Whoops. Oh no. Thanks. Joe does a lot. If he dies again, it's going to be a while before I can play him again, but that's fine. Okay, now I'll be alright. I think I read that already. Yes, I will move him to the command zone. Hell yes, I will. Alright. But she's at 7. We do have Zayatora. Deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, and we make 3 treasure. So, Zayatora. Gain a life. Auto pay. Tapping Zayatora. Mill a card. Gain a life. Kura the Boundless Sky. God damn. Clue token. That's fun. Combat. Attack in the air. And then, I guess, activate the clue immediately. Why not? Auto pay. Tapping the Ilkor. Drawing Riveteer's Overlook. Sack it to get a swamp, right? Yeah, swamp. Perfect. Sacrificing him. Either killing this or dealing her some damage. I think I'll kill the Ilkor. Perfect. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Concession. Thank you, Espeon Sun. We'll wait till she comes back to give her the proper thank you and congratulations. That was fun. I like that. Both of those games, obviously. My 3 lands. I know, Erica. I know. And the fact that I got lucky enough for 5 colors. Crazy. All right. Are we doing... You want to do one more rubber match or are you done for the night? Because I'm fine either way. We can just do a straight rematch with the same 2 decks if you want. I'm down. Yeah, one more. You got it. All right. We'll do one more. Finish off the night that way. Win, lose, or draw. But we'll give Erica's deck a chance to have land, maybe, basically. Kumena. Very nice. Okay. Two land is not great, especially when I can't cast this. So I will also free mulligan. 2 land plus Arcane Signet plus Relic of Legends is much better. This one I will keep. I'm just going to have to get rid of Junji, I think. Oh, right. It's a free mulligan. Never mind. I don't have to get rid of anything. Hell yes. All right. Hello, Erica. Jetmir's Garden, please. Char says it's here. Oh, good. You were waiting for something in the mail and then checked the mail and it was there. What'd you get? Deep Root Elite. Whenever another merfolk enters, put a counter on a merfolk you control. This has green, white, red, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I need green more, I suppose. So, Arcane Signet. 1, 2, 3, 4 next turn. But it's going to be Relic of Legends, which means 5 next turn. Like 3 and 2. Kumena is out. 2/2 attacks. You got it. It's an island. That's good. Island. I could play Hal and Elena. Oh, another. Never mind. I could play Mr. Orfeo the Boulder. That's fun. Okay. Let's see. Block here, I guess. I assume there's pump involved somewhere. Okay. Oh, and the counter on him to make sure the kill happens. You got it. Broker's Hideout. So if I Relic of Legends, now that she's got like ridiculous power all over the battlefield, I guess I have to do this now. Forest Plains or Island. Whatever, it enters tapped anyway, so. I guess I get the Plains? Sure. I don't know. That makes sense, right? Let's do sack a merfolk, counter a non-creature spell unless I pay 1. Good to know. A Venmo card. Oh, okay. So that it'll help you need it for like a particular purchase that's coming up or something, or just it'll make your life a lot easier these days. Look at this. I can open up all these little pods. Gross. There we go. Heraldic Banner. Okay. So I took a turn off to fix my mana. She did not, technically, but got 2 more power on the battlefield. Land again. I think we're a little far behind on this one, y'all. Five Flying Menace. See how it says like a CC? Like a credit card? Alright, so we have 7 mana. If we draw a land next turn, we can play 2 of these. 2 of these 3 creatures. But we need an untapped land. I should have specified. Oh, damn, bounce. Okay. Or is it like a gift card, C. Holland says, or asks. And that's it. Exactsies. Way to go, Erica. Nicely done. Okay, everybody. Well, guess what? First of all, that is a very, very happy belated birthday to Erica. And also thank you to all of you for joining me tonight. Like I said, hopefully both Amy and I will be well enough to be here with you all on Friday. Love the haircut. I just got logged into Instagram. Thank you. Wow, Merfolk will run you down. That's for sure. That is for sure. Merfolk are great. Very, very good. And again, another up to Amy. Thank you for the games. Thank you, Erica. 3 glittering hearts. Hearts right back. Happy belated birthday. Hope you enjoyed it. Shar says it'll make my life easier than Cash App or PayPal. Gotcha. That makes sense. So yes, Erica, thank you very much for the games. Congratulations on your 2-1 victory. Very, very nice. It took you getting mana screwed for me to win one. So there you go. I guess you used a little too much flood insurance this time. That's all. But that was awesome. Thank you very much. Congratulations on your victories. Well played. We will be back next Monday for more MTG Arena on Magic Monday here with all of you. Thank you all so very much, honestly, for coming back after we were away for a week. Not that I thought that you all wouldn't, because you're all amazing people, but there's always that worry or fear with content creation that, people forget about you. So it's really awesome to see so many of you here. Thank you so much for all of your support, your love, in showing up here, in all the fun things, like YouTube things that folks do, liking, sharing, subscribing, ringing the bell. It really means a lot. So we both really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Like I said, hopefully we'll be back on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, over on Video Games for All, playing some more Super Mario World, and back next Monday with right here, because the Super Mario World is over on Video Games for All, But next Monday, right here at 8 p.m. Eastern as well. If anything, you'll forget about me, Sparkling Heart. You know that can't happen, Erica. Absolutely cannot. Marcus says, thanks for the stream. Welcome back. Thank you, Marcus. We're glad that you're all back with us as well. Credit card. And I sent the meme to Geek for All's Insta. Great. I will check that out in a few moments, Char. Thank you. You're welcome. Great. It truly, we really appreciate having you. And in fact, I guess while we're doing it, Char, thank you so very much for being here tonight. As we, being here a little early as well. Always appreciated. Really, really cool. Marcus, welcome back to you as well. We appreciate you being here. Your unbroken streak continues. So thank you so much. Erica, again, happy belated birthday. Congratulations on your victories. Thank you for joining us here tonight as well. C. Holland, great to hear from you. Hope you're doing well. With time difference, etc. going on, we just got back from a 3-hour time difference ourselves. So we're feeling it a little bit ourselves. So the fact that you're here as often as you are, even with the time difference, is a big deal. So thank you. We appreciate it. And Godalope as well, of course. How could I forget Godalope? Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody. But also, Godalope, thank you so much for being here, for spending your time with us. We really appreciate it. And having really some fun conversations tonight. Really, really cool. And Erica says, all right, now to get back to the sofa on this damn foot, LOL. Yes, please rest. Please get well. By the way, folks, if you were watching us tonight, but you did not hear your name just mentioned, it is not because we don't appreciate you being here, because we really, really do. Thank you so much for spending your time with us, however you choose to. It means the world. And so if you want that shout out in the future, just pop in a chat, say, hey, we'd love to hear from you, of course. But if you're not comfortable doing so, you're not able to do so, no worries whatsoever. Please accept this blanket thank you here at the end. Like I said, we will be back next Monday for more Magic. If that's all that you're here for, no worries whatsoever. But if you're interested in seeing us play some more Super Mario World, Amy's technically first time seeing the game. Of course, it's been a couple of weeks, but it's our first time seeing the game in its entirety, so to speak, like that. And so if that is something that you're interested in, 8 p.m. Eastern this Friday over on Video Games for All, because Video Games for All and Gluten Free for All, links down in the description box down below. And please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. We really, really appreciate it. I kept checking every day, LOL, and you're welcome. Great. First of all, I'm glad that you got it. Congrats. That's really cool. So, between now and the next time that we see you all, whenever that happens to be, please continue to stay safe and happy and healthy. That is to you and yours super important. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe, and for Amy, as we always say, in whichever video or stream of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.